How's it going? We're trying something new today. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're taking care of yourself out there. How is your mental health doing today? Fox is real, and he's coming for you. I feel like I'm hanging by a string lately. But I'm good. Right now I'm okay. Right now I'm feeling okay. Hello. Pay attention. Look at me when I'm talking to you. Anyway, this is a cat, and it's probably good for my mental health. Sky is trying to eat the grapefruit vine, and grapefruit vines are very, very poisonous for kitty cats. Sky, it is imperative that you do not eat the grapefruit vine. I know that you want to. I know that you want to. I know you want to teethe on it or something, or it's some sort of like stim for you. But this is bad, sir. This will lead to death. But yeah, I literally do not talk a lot by myself. Like, I don't narrate when I play a game normally. You know what I mean? So it expends energy to like do that. So I prefer chat interaction over everything else. Ultimately, I want to be entertaining to y'all. You know, I want to not only be educational and hold space, but I also want to be entertaining. I want to do it. I want to do it all. You can't stop me, mother. I shall do it all. I shall entertain. I shall educate. And I shall become famous on the Twitch. Yeah, so it's really like grinding for me. And I mean like grinding my teeth, as in like grating is what I mean, not grinding, grating. It's grating for me when I don't have people to talk to, or the game that I'm playing isn't too interesting, but I still want to play it. It's just I don't have a lot to say about it, so I'll just like make up shit to say about it. You know, I'll try to be excited for stuff in the game, but then it's just like I'm literally going through the motions and I'm not really like fully into it, and then people see that and people don't want to be around that energy, so I get it. Anyway. Hi, I went off on a rant. You're welcome. Why you sound like Lemon Guy from Adventure Time for a second? Because I do voices very well. I'm a voice actor. That's another tag I could use, voice acting. Talking about yourself is a good way to vent. IMO. True. I usually use I'm feeling X right now, and I'm allowed to feel this way. Honestly, that's a very, very good words of affirmation, Will. How to talk positively about yourself. And this is something that a lot of us really struggle with. I know I've struggled with it myself personally. For many years. I sometimes still struggle with this, but I've been getting better, and I need to get better on doing more positive affirmations for myself. Like, I'm doing well right now. Like, I'm feeling good. Like, I accomplished this task today, and I'm proud of myself for that, you know? I survived Hurricane Fiona. We just got power back today after losing on Friday. Yeah, I was about to say, you just went through is the hurricane completely gone through? I thought it was a bit slower than that. Yeah, it's pretty much gone now. It was gone by Sunday or so. Anyway, where is the Maki?
Hello.
Hello. How's it going?
Good.
Welcome in.
Hello.
To Mental Health Monday. I have with me the amazing MakeArtWMaki. I don't know. I think Maki's pretty famous, honestly.
Fuck, I wish. It's like if I was famous, I would definitely be earning more money.
Just earn more money, Maki. It's that simple.
Make those dollar bills.
Eventually, I'll be able to think about what the fuck I was talking about earlier.
It seems like you're a little bit all over the place.
Wow, but what is that? All over the place? That's not a symptom of ADHD. You have ADHD. What are you talking about, Maki? That's ridiculous. Wow, Maki, do you also have ADHD?
I do, and I'm on medication.
Wow. How about that, folks? Hi, everyone. Okay. Hi, YouTube. Waba here. How's it going? It's me, the Waba, the one that you love and enjoy. Isn't this intro sounding really cool and like it could be really well edited or something? Yeah, it probably could be, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not fucking Anthony Padillo. But anyway, welcome in. How's it going? Thanks for the host, Jenny. So yeah, this is Mental Health Monday. This is MakeArtWMaki, whose pronouns are they, them, which means I get to do this once again. I get to take my little non-binary heart and whoop, move it over there as well. And we're gonna go report all those doctors, and it's gonna be mass suit. It's gonna be great. There's something else also on my mind that I wanted to talk about, which is burnout and Twitch and content creation. And I created a team. Look at me go. I'm doing so many things.
Don't overdo it. Do your best not to overdo it. I've been like screaming at everybody to
How?
stop.
How does one not overdo it?
Literally, take one foot and move it one step to the left, and just keep moving it one step to the left. Move one step at a fucking time, because that's how you're going to end up being stable. Focus on one thing at a time, especially with everything like crumbling, because you're just going to add more stress to your plate. And I'm doing my best to take my own advice. The stress has been real. I've been having a sharp pain in my chest for the past two to 3 days already. And it's because I've been so stressed out, and I've been trying to be more conscious, aware about my posture, trying to take care of myself with eating, being able to hydrate, do all the things that my body. Once I'm done with that, I do my best to take care of the things that I have control over, which is my content.
But Maki, I'm a hyper perfectionist, and I need to focus on 10 things at once, or else I'm not a good enough of a person. I'm not
And tap your
deserving of
foot,
love.
have a stress ball.
Mm.
Do something that's more active oriented than having 5 to 6 different tabs open. And as I say this, I have 6 tabs open my damn self right now, because I just finished stream and it's articles that I want to read, which I'm also saving so I can read later. I'm not going to stress out over my art projects right now, even though that I have an animation project that I need to get done. I am allowing myself just to feel the struggle of it.
I love everything you just said. I clipped it for later because it was really, really good. Because, like, literally, I feel that so hard of, like, you know, feeling like you have way too much and you're constantly overwhelmed, but just trying to focus on one thing at a time, what's within your control versus what's without your control. And this is advice that I've given to people as well before. Regarding about how, like, you know, you should just like do stuff that's within your control and trying to like look at situations in that like third point perspective way of like, you know, am I doing too much? And if I am, how do I slow down, or how do I set a boundary for myself? Because that's how I just process things in a lot of times, is like, am I not giving myself the time that I need? And the answer is no. I'm probably not.
Trust me, like I judge myself a lot, and I get it. Just trying to be positive or make positive type of content, like, it's fucking hard. Like, I was filming my content for this week, and I just like, man, content creation is lonely as fuck. It feels like you're just talking to yourself.
I mean,
You're
literally.
like literally talking to yourself, and it's like I talk to myself out loud on a daily basis. Like I do. For me, I narrate my life. If I'm like, I think out loud. That's how I process my information. I think out loud.
This is the problem. This is the problem that I face as a content creator. I don't vibe with non-live content very well. Somewhat success with doing Instagram reels of cats, because I can easily make a cat video every single day and post it every single day, but I'm not doing that. I'm forcing myself to only do like maybe 3 a week.
Yeah, you got to start somewhere. I decided literally like in the end of August, because once I got rid of TikTok, I was just like, all right, if I'm getting rid of TikTok, I really need to start pushing myself out there. So if I need to push myself out there, I really need to start posting a reel every day.
Sorry, y'all. I'm about to bad talk you for 2 seconds. Community, cover your ears. Cover your ears.
Uh-oh.
So my community, the WabaFam, is very, very loving and very wholesome, just like me, right? But also very chaotic, just like me. They're very wholesome and they're very loving and they're very accepting of everything I do. But problem is that I polled them and I was like, hey, for Saturdays, do we still want to do Pokemon XD? Because I felt like, I knew later because I saw the stats, chat interaction was pretty low. So I was like, okay, maybe this is not a game that a lot of people like to watch. So I was like, you know, maybe I change out the game. Do you want me to go back to Sims? Because I know Sims is pretty popular with my community in general. And they're just like, no, finish Pokemon XD. I'm like, okay, sure. And then I'm like, all right, well, what time should I do it at? And I pulled that, and literally everyone put it's not your problem, Waba, it's just Twitch. Twitch is at fault because I put funny poll options. So everyone picks the funny poll options. But the funny poll options are literally the two that are like voted up the most right now is it's not your fault, Waba, it's Twitch. Twitch is the problem. And also, wait, you stream on Saturday? Oops. So very wholesome, but also very much self call out. But it's like I literally put options of like, should I genuinely like stream earlier or start later, or like what's happening? Because like honestly, it's Saturday, right? You know, I don't know.
I'm gonna tell you right now, your stream does not give a fuck. They do not give a fuck what you do as long as you are happy.
Yeah. It's not working out, which is fine. And I kind of, that's fine. Honestly, this is a good thing. Like, this is not a bad thing. It's just like, I'm indecisive. Decide for me. And they're like, whatever makes you happy, Waba. And I'm like, just tell me. I think honestly, what I'm gonna start doing more, and I'm inspired by Jane the Message right now, is I'm gonna just start being a fucking clown on main. Like, whenever I'm bored, I'm just gonna be like, and here we go for the second time today. We're attacking this Pokemon. Will this attack do any damage? No! No, it won't do damage, now will it? I'm losing my goddamn mind. Even if people talk, I'll still be like, I'm just gonna be like that for the entire 5 hours. Fuck you.
One, that'd be entertaining as fuck. Two, make sure that the fact that you don't overdrain yourself doing that type of character. And three, don't be surprised if you get a shit ton of followers and a super form of like chaotic ass people coming more into your stream.
I both like and dislike the new tag system. I like it in some way that I am being discovered through some of the tags. But in other ways, it's just like it's all over the place and people just have to like inherently just fucking figure it out of like what tags are being used and what are not being used.
Well, I sent you that link about that new beta guest thing that they're trying to do.
No, guest star is, I know what guest star is, and literally you can do guest star through a thousand different fucking things. The guy who was talking during that Twitter space was like promoting his own like version of guest star that he literally developed and then Twitch stole it from him. Supposedly.
Oh yeah.
Well, but like you can literally do guest star through things like through the OBS Ninja that I showed you. TikTok is not for me personally, but if you can get your arts, or you can get your quick draws of arts, your like speed whatever it's called. What is it called? Fucking like time lapse speed stuff.
My time lapses?
Time lapses on TikTok. If you can get those to fucking fly off on TikTok, good for you. I just don't think TikTok is for me because I can't fucking vibe with any of like the dance stuff. Like, yeah, that's how you would grow on TikTok, is do the fucking dances and stuff and do all the fucking
You'd
trends.
be surprised in how many people actually like are really good at like information and mental health on TikTok. You just gotta find your niche.
You know what I found? Yeah, actually.
Like there's a section of dancing, but then there's a section of like creepy shit. There's a section of like popping videos. That's my thing. And then there's a section of like
have a good night.
People who just want to give information and insight and news. And then there's a section of mental health. Like everybody creates their own section on TikTok. It's about what you want to create on there.
My brand of trying to make shorts is not for TikTok. I don't think. I can try it, but I don't think.
I just don't do TikTok also because of security reasons. Because TikTok is just fucking
Chinese
security
government.
Dude, that shit is bad. Like it keeps getting worse, and nobody's like listening and like dipping out of that shit. And I'm just like,
yep, I know. Probably Music Box. The thing is with hosts is that they used to count. It used to count for viewership, and it's still it technically still kind of does in a way. Not in the way that is impactful anymore because they basically nerfed hosting. Twitch tags, content. Fuck, Maki had a lot of really good things to say about it, which kind of all really equated to just like do what's in your capacity, but also like be smart about it, you know. And that's something that like it's something that unfortunately like you can't just like normally inherently know. You kind of have to like find your way around it, which is the whole point of why I created that team, of literally to like bring together resources and like let's all make mistakes together.
A few days ago, that's during out the time that Twitch was like fucking crumbling and all the bad news we're having on Twitch. And like people are making videos about how Twitch is constantly trying to bring people to YouTube, from YouTube to Twitch. Nobody's going to go to Twitch from there. Nobody is. Like nobody's interested of coming to Twitch whatsoever. Reasons why I stopped making highlight reels on my Instagram, because right now Twitch is not looking good. Everybody's talking about Twitch. Even people who haven't heard it are hearing the drama of Twitch. I'm not even going to fucking bother of like putting my name around something that is like falling apart right now. Like now it's down for shorts, but it's a very informative. YouTube is for information. People go to YouTube for entertainment and information. Period. That's the two things that people go for YouTube for. If your stuff is not providing some type of form of educational information or knowledge, people don't care for it. If it's not funny or entertaining, people don't care for it. So you got to think about that in the grand scheme of things with YouTube. Reasons why I'm taking my time with YouTube to figure out what I want to share or teach. Yeah, and it's about short, like people want things shortened down, and that's easier to digest for a long period of time. Like, and it's about to go on a tangent. No brain, no tangents right now. Don't go off in that tangent.
Go
Stay
tangents.
focused. No, stay focused. So when it comes to YouTube, look at different ways of editing on YouTube.
Yeah.
Because there's tons of video of people talking about this is the way that you edit this style. This is another way to edit this style. There's techniques. There's tons of techniques. And since there's a lot of people who edit and get paid for editing, they're not that afraid to actually share their tips at all. And you can like take whatever they're giving for free, test out some things, test out some programs, and just work with what you got and then see what happens. Like, you gotta figure out what works for you, what editing style works for you and your personality that will attract the type of people that you want within that community. And it's like, it's easier said than done, but you got to take the small steps to put in the work. It's an opportunity to try something new, get out of your comfort zone, and face that fear to go through it to find like a new door. You get to do something different that you always wanted to do, because at the end of the day, if you don't do it, then you will always be sitting there asking what if.
But like, I'm literally the type of person, I'm like, okay, I have this idea, I need to execute it right now, or I'm also gonna lose all motivation to do it, you know? Like, as soon as like we were talking about everything we were talking about with all that, you know, I was like in my head, like, okay, let's go, let's do this. I know it wasn't mine to do, but I still was like, I had that energy about it. I was just like, yeah, all right. You know, literally as soon as I get an idea in my head, I have to follow through and execute it. And I won't stop until I'm either happy with it or I've burnt myself out with making sure it's perfect. This actually happened yesterday on stream too. I think you were there for this, where I literally just got fed up with my just chatting screen, and I rearranged everything, and I really wanted the fucking stream bubbles to work, and I was like, all right, we're stopping everything, we're focusing on this. And you know what, people still stuck around for it, which I was just like, you're troopers, I love you, because I was just like, I need to get this done.
That showed you and also answer your own question. What do you want me to do, stream? We don't care. We just love your company. We don't care what you do. We're still going to be here. And also, you're still teaching and learning. You're learning, and also your stream is learning something new.
So you agree that I definitely have ADHD traits?
Mm-hmm. I've always known. You
What?
just never. Yeah, I always known since I met you.
Bitch, why didn't you tell me?
I did, and you deflected it, and you like, right. No, you have it. You deflected it immediately.
That's true. I am good. I'm great at deflection. I'm so skilled. I'm very proud of myself. I'm a great deflector, everyone. I'm not planning on getting medication for it. That's my whole argument about not getting tested or not whatever about it, is like, I'm literally not willing to take medication about it. I've been able to function for the most part throughout life.
Eventually, at a certain point of time, you may or may not need medication. But if you're functional, you're fine. If you can retain a job, still be able to do your daily like tasks and stuff without having tremendous struggles of staying consistent, then you may not need medication. Have you talked to anybody about the anxiety?
Medication anxiety?
Yes.
No.
I highly recommend that you should. It seems like it might be a phobia.
I'm not specifically afraid of medication, but I'm just afraid of being altered and feeling altered in general. Which is why, for me, I don't think I would ever go on psychiatric medication personally. I feel confident that I will be able to continue to perform at a level where I don't require medication. Now, do I know that for sure? Absolutely not. I can't predict the future. No one can, right? Will I ever get to a point where I'm more okay with medication? I think so, yes. I kind of, honestly, having COVID helped me work on that in a weird way. It's almost like me riding a plane, and I know you're not going to get that at all, but I used to have a lot of anxiety about riding planes, and I thought that I would have a panic attack the next time I ran a plane. I rode a plane, and I did have to ride a plane for going to the semifinals in Iowa. We had to ride a plane. I was in the marching band for college, and we rode a plane to Ohio because that was where the finals were being held. And the person next to me, I said, hey, you know, don't worry if I like grip the seat or whatever, I might have an anxiety attack. You know, I prepped them. But then like as soon as we took off, I remembered, and by remembered, I mean like all the endorphins flowed through my brain of, wait, no, actually, I really enjoy flying. It's the opposite of anxiety. But I fucking forgot. I fucking forgot that I like flying and that it's not an anxiety-inducing activity for me. In fact, it's more of an elation activity, much like a roller coaster is. I'm getting better. And maybe one day I'll get better to the point of I'll be okay with taking medication. And I think at some point or another, I did say to Frankie that I would be okay with taking some sort of like maintenance medication, like if I had high cholesterol or whatever, like lisinopril, like whatever, I'd be okay taking that. I know that's not going to alter me psychologically. But yeah, creating content is really hard. Here's the sum up of today's talk. Creating content is really, really fucking hard. Giving yourself a schedule, putting it down to a science, and doing it exclusively as you are, Maki, is a very difficult path to navigate. But it is one that is navigatable. Finding the best way forward is important, but also knowing that you don't have to rush and everything doesn't have to happen right now. Yes, you're in charge of your own success, but you can't expect your own success by pile driving yourself into the ground by trying to do 15 different things at once.
And that's just, it's a challenge. It's tough, but you get to do it for your own mental state at the end of the day. And it's what I'm continuously learning. And like, even though I feel like a lot of times that I don't have enough time to do all the things that I want, I get to make time for all the things that I want.
May I also add on, in this video essay, I will explain how Professor Finbar Calamitous has ADHD in the animated show Jimmy Neutron on Nickelodeon.
Ha!
Because he could never finish anything. And I was like, this bitch was a fucking metaphor for ADHD.
Do you want to dive in?
So Maki, are you saying that as a teenager you had to take on multiple burdens in your household because your primary caretakers weren't taking on those burdens for you as they should have been, and you had to grow up real fucking fast? Wow. Of
course.
Never could have fucking guessed.
Never could have.
I'm traumatized too.
I love how cats always love to come snuggle after they took a big dump.
Ugh.
I just love how cats do that. They like always want to snuggle right after they take a big dump. All the time. All the time. Covered in kitty litter all the time. It's like, can you not? Can you not?
All right, 30 minutes. We're gonna speed run this. Ready? Okay.
Go.
This is. I'm gonna take your advice. This is part 2, right? Okay, here we go.
Part 2. Okay.
How's it going? My name is Waba, and today I have Make Art with Maki on. We're gonna be talking about sex.